Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon, and I have with me today
Sarah Georges.
and she is my vocal expert, and I wanted to involve her in this particular piece because this is a request for the song Sleep by Eric Whitacre, and it is performed by VOCES8 Foundation Choir and Orchestra. Yes, thank you, Richard, for asking for this one. This is a very well-known piece. Sarah and I both know about this piece, and we're also big fans of Eric Whitacre. Eric Whitacre, if you happen across this video, please leave a comment. We love you. You're so great. Okay, so we're going to get into this, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards. Let's hit that play button. Here we go. Wow. Oh my gosh. Um, the length of time they held that last note while they were repeating that figure at the end was amazing. There's some really great breathing going on. That ending, whew, that gets me. That's like going off to sleep. I mean,
Yeah, it was like rocking.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like drifting off. It was so beautifully done. Um,
very intentional.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah, everything you know, it's perfectly entitled, and you know, you get what he's doing. Um, One of the things that stood out to me as I'm listening to the whole thing as it goes by, there's these very long held out notes in this. But what I noticed is like I could hear the articulation of like singing words in there, and I could hear the like if they were singing sleep. I'm not sure what words they were singing, but I could hear. I could hear these little throughout those long notes. I would
Hmm.
hear those little articulations.
The consonants.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just S sounds and stuff like that in the middle of it, which kind of made it sparkle for me because it wasn't just all big
Hmm.
round notes. You got these little tiny things that were going on with those little articulations.
Hmm.
Wow, what did you think of it?
Well, we've talked about this before. Eric Whitacre is like the king of dissonance.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. That's the thing like that I love about how he composes. And I love that he doesn't always resolve it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Just goes to the next
it's
chord.
just amazing. But there was that one
Love that.
part where
Right.
the big part where it did like it just kept the chord just kept changing, and on that one biggest part, we'll have to go back to that. It would change into another chord, and then like he would change one note, and then it would give the chord a whole new color,
Yeah.
and then it would change, and then it was a new type of chord. So that was really awesome. That was cool. What else?
Yeah, I'm talking about, the dissonance and the voicings, the way that he is able to create these chords that have this characteristic to them because of the intervals that he's using in those close intervals. I love that so much. When they come on, it's like color in a certain way to me, or a scene change in a movie, and you're looking, in a totally different landscape. That kind of a feeling that I get when I hear it, because it's so sophisticated and rich in color when he has those intervals that are like seconds, and those close intervals, but also the spread of the bass being low and the high voices being real high. Then you got those clusters in the middle, and it's just he's so good at that.
Yeah, speaking of that, another thing that came to mind was, he had all of the huge range of chords, and then I really liked how after the kind of the climax of the song,
Yeah.
how it came down, and then there was a real kind of a close harmony,
Yeah.
how it kind of really came
Squeezes
down,
back down.
and it
Yep.
and it was just
Yeah.
real close, and then we got into the end of the song. I really liked the contrast right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of comes back. It starts off, it gets big. It gets big there in the middle, and especially with the orchestra adding on, because there's some very dramatic moments with the orchestra that's so emotional. That orchestra with the choirs, that combination is so beautiful, and what they were doing in it, and especially in the middle of the piece, how they were the vocals and the orchestra, that marriage of the two it's so beautiful. It works so well. Then you get to the end and the orchestra is already out of it, and then it's just the vocals with that singular note that goes on forever. I love that because it's almost like the thing fades out into eternity and that you will hear that note for eternity. That's what it feels like when I listen to that ending. And then that pulsing, repeating thing that just keeps coming back. Other pieces by Eric Whitacre that you like. What are some of the other pieces that you've heard that you like?
Steel Lullaby, Glow. I've done that one with my choir. I love that one. The Depeche Mode one.
Silence.
Enjoy the Silence.
Enjoy the Silence.
That's
brilliant. That is my personal favorite.
Yeah. That was the first one that we listened to together. That was our.
Couldn't believe it. I'm going to put a link in the description of Enjoy the Silence for you to listen to. Also, you can check that out on your own.
And you did Hurt too.
Oh,
that one's really good.
Johnny Cash. And that's the thing about, another thing that I like about Eric Whitacre is he is also contemporary in the way that he will choose these songs that most of us have heard, but he takes them to a whole nother level. It's like the song stands on its own. These songs that he chooses to put his treatment on, they stand on their own. And you wouldn't think that there's a thing you could do to these songs to make them any better. But when he gets a hold of them and turns them into his masterpiece, it really is truly mind-blowing, because you just can't imagine hearing these songs in that way. And the sophistication, and this is what I love about him, is that he is so creative in the way that he changes and reimagines these covers, and it gives you some insight into his mind, into the way he thinks, and I love that because it's very sophisticated and complex, but also very beautiful and simplistic also. So he's like, he's just such a great composer. Yeah, anything else you would like to say about this piece or Eric Whitacre before we sign off?
He's amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
You covered it.
Got to give a shout out also to VOCES8, because I saw them. I could see the members of VOCES8 in there among all the other singers and everything, and it's always nice to see a familiar face in there doing their thing and being a part of a bigger group like this. It's really cool to see that. Beautiful piece, Richard. Thank you so much for requesting this. And thank you, Sarah, again, for watching this with me and giving me your thoughts on it. And check the description for info, and we will see you next time. All right. Bye-bye. Hey, I just wanted to let you all know that the Stratele Studio Shop is up and running. This is the artwork for the various designs that I have on the products. Basically, it's studios A through F. These are the graphics that I showed at the beginning of each video, and you can get these graphics on a variety of products. As you see here on the website, you have 10 products that are customizable. You can actually change the location or the size of the graphic on the product. I hope you come check it out.